In a modern grocery store, over 60% of the calories we buy come from a single category. They are known as ultra-processed foods, and they have become the dominant part of the Western diet. These foods are not just simple modifications of whole ingredients, like cooking or freezing. Instead, they are industrial formulations made of substances extracted from foods, like hydrogenated oils and high-fructose corn syrup. They are packed with chemical additives, emulsifiers, flavor enhancers, and artificial colors. Most people know that potato chips, sodas, and packaged cookies are not health foods. But researchers are finding that these foods affect our bodies and brains in ways we are only beginning to understand. Today, we are going to look at the latest clinical science to see if ultra-processed foods are actually hijacking our health. To understand their impact, we must first look at a landmark study conducted by the National Institutes of Health. In this trial, researchers placed participants in a controlled environment for 4 weeks. For 2 weeks, one group ate an ultra-processed diet, while the other group ate an unprocessed diet of whole foods. Both diets were precisely matched for total calories, fat, sugar, fiber, and macronutrients. The participants were allowed to eat as much or as little of the food as they wanted. The results of the study were highly surprising to the scientific community. When on the ultra-processed diet, participants consumed an average of 500 more calories per day. This massive increase in energy intake led to significant weight gain in just 2 weeks. In contrast, when on the unprocessed diet, the same participants naturally ate less and lost weight. Why did the ultra-processed foods cause people to overeat so dramatically? Scientists believe the answer lies in what they call hyper-palatability. Ultra-processed foods are engineered to have the perfect combination of fat, sugar, and salt. This combination rarely exists in nature, but it triggers a powerful dopamine response in the brain. The brain's reward center lights up, reinforcing the desire to eat more of that food. This is the exact same neurological pathway involved in addictive behaviors. Furthermore, these foods are incredibly easy to chew and digest. Because they're soft and low in water and fiber, we eat them at a much faster rate. Eating quickly prevents our stretch receptors in the stomach from sending fullness signals to the brain. By the time the brain realizes it has had enough food, we have already overconsumed. The industrial processing also alters the physical structure of the food, known as the food matrix. Disrupted food matrices are rapidly absorbed in the upper part of the digestive tract. This causes rapid spikes in blood glucose and insulin levels, followed by a sharp crash. The subsequent glucose crash triggers feelings of hunger just hours after eating. Emulsifiers and additives in these foods may also harm the gut microbiome. These chemicals can degrade the protective mucus layer of the gut lining. This degradation leads to low-grade inflammation, which is linked to insulin resistance and metabolic syndrome. Many ultra-processed foods also contain industrial trans fats and highly refined seed oils. These oils are prone to oxidation during manufacturing, producing inflammatory compounds in the body. Over time, a diet rich in these foods increases the risk of cardiovascular disease and type 2 diabetes. But avoiding these foods is difficult because they are cheap, convenient, and heavily marketed. They are designed for long shelf lives, making them easy to store and transport. To protect your health, the scientific consensus is clear. Shift your diet toward whole foods. Focus on eating foods in their natural form, like fresh fruits, vegetables, eggs, and raw meats. Read ingredient labels carefully and look for long lists of chemical additives or unrecognized ingredients. If a food product has ingredients you would not find in a home kitchen, it is likely ultra-processed. Transitioning to whole foods can significantly improve your metabolic health and natural appetite control. It allows your body's natural satiety hormones to function properly again. Your brain can reset its dopamine response, reducing intense cravings for junk food. Eating healthy is not about starving yourself. It is about choosing nutrient-dense whole foods. Give your body the high-quality fuel it needs to thrive and perform at its best. Focus on simple, single-ingredient foods to naturally optimize your caloric intake. Separate the marketing hype from real biological facts.